everyone, welcome back to another lovely episode. It's been a long time since we've posted anything, and that is because we've been going through a lot. We bought a house, we got pregnant, we had a baby. These are all really big, life-changing things. I'll make sure to hit each of those things video by video by video on exactly what has been going on. It's been a wild ride. Not many people know the ins and outs of exactly everything that's been going on. So without further ado, let's get started. My first trimester is what I'm going to be addressing in this video right now. So there's like 4 points, pretty much 4 points that I'd like to touch on when it comes to my first trimester. Point number 1, fatigue. Holy cow. When I found out I was pregnant, for a good month, I didn't feel any different. I thought I was going to be one of those people that didn't experience any symptoms during pregnancy. You moron. Of course you're going to experience terrible, terrible symptoms. Let me just preface this by saying, pregnancy, I'm glad some people out there thoroughly enjoy it. I hated being pregnant. With a capital H, I hated being pregnant. Yes, there were some things that were cute and nice about it, but especially the first trimester. First trimester was one of the worst experiences, hands down, of my life. I hated being pregnant. First trimester, absolutely the worst. Point number 1. Fatigue. I could not keep my eyes open. I would sit down to watch a television show and 10 minutes later, I'm out for like 5 hours. I could not keep my eyes open. It wasn't even about me trying hard enough. I couldn't do it. I ended up like having this thing where I would walk from my bedroom to the kitchen, or from my bedroom to the bathroom, just, you know, and already by the time I get there, I'm like out of breath, out of shape, not okay, extreme fatigue. Number 2, for my first trimester, I had a really extreme change in my appetite. I wasn't hungry for anything, and I ended up losing a lot of weight, actually. But yeah, my appetite just disappeared, totally disappeared. No food appealed to me, which, if you know me, I love food. Who doesn't love food? I love food, but no, not during that first trimester. The thought of food was just such a turn off to me. Any food. Didn't have an appetite, didn't want to eat. Even if my stomach was growling, and it wasn't a cute growl like, oh, my stomach. It's not like that. It's like a cat is trying to claw its way out of my stomach from the inside. It's a painful growl. It's very painful. It's not cute. It's not, oh, excuse me, my son. No, it hurts. It's very disturbing how badly your hunger pains hurt you while you're pregnant. It's not cute. It's not fun. It's awful. Okay? It's not a good combination to have. I'm starving, but also the thought of food makes me want to die. No. What do? Point number 3. I mentioned this just a little bit before, with my fatigueness, but I was really, really weak. Because I didn't have an appetite, I was not getting the nourishment that I needed, and I was really weak. Like, when I talk about walking to the bathroom or to the kitchen, I mean, I'm getting dizzy. I'm panting, I'm sweating, I'm swaying, I'm shaking. Very weak. Not okay. Probably should have gone into the hospital, but didn't. There's a lot of things I should have done and just didn't do. I'll be better prepared when I have my second kid. Point number 4. And this is the one that really made my first trimester total hell. Total hell. I was so nauseous, you guys. Like, I'm a nauseous person anyway. Like, you get me on an airplane, you get me on a road trip. I hate road trips. You get me on a train, on a boat. Normally, I just get motion sick very easily. So I should have assumed that pregnancy was not gonna agree with me at all. Me and my stupid self, my stupidly optimistic self, I'm gonna be one of those easy you dummy. No, you're not gonna have an easy pregnancy. I was so sick. I swear there were days where I didn't eat anything except Pedialyte. That's all I was able to keep down. And even that sometimes came back up. And the thing about the nausea is that it's definitely not morning sickness. I think they call it that because it starts in the morning. That thing goes all day long. I need you to imagine this. You are nauseous and weak and dizzy. Any smells, any sight of food is a total turnoff. No gum. I'm a gum addict. No gum. Nothing that has to do with putting anything in my mouth unless it's water. Water, ice. Water, ice. Eventually, even just the thought of Pedialyte, which tastes terrible. The only thing that gave me nourishment was also the thing that made me want to upchuck the most. I'll be nauseous for a day. That's okay. I'll be nauseous for 2, 3 days. I could be sick for a week. Anyone can do a week. Anyone can do a short amount of time. The thing that really killed me when it came to this nausea is that you don't know when it's gonna stop. You don't know. People are like, oh, wait till week 12. Wait till week 12. Oh, well, my nausea lasted for 5 months. Oh, well, I was sick all the way through my pregnancy. Oh, well, and everyone's spouting all of this information at you. You don't know when it's going to stop. You're hoping it stops at week 12. But when you're only in week 6 of your pregnancy, it's like, oh my gosh, I have 6 more weeks of this. I went to very dark places. I thought I was going to die. I mean, when you're that sick and that dehydrated for such a long amount of time, you start going a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You start kind of losing your mind. You get a little delirious. I thought I was going to die. I thought the baby was going to die. I thought, like, I'm going to have to get rid of the baby. I can't do this. I'm not going to make it out of this okay. I don't know if I can keep this kid. I wanted it so badly. And I think that's the thing that kind of swerved me away from that idea, is how badly I really wanted it. And thank goodness my mom was there. My mom's a labor and delivery nurse, so she was like, this is normal, you're fine, you'll be okay, you'll be okay. I know you feel like you're dying, you just gotta get through this, you'll be okay, you'll be okay. It's not fun when you can't see the end of it. It's one thing to do it for a week, maybe 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks. When is this going to end? You don't know. Where's the light at the end of the tunnel? We don't know. We don't know until we get there. We don't know until we get there. And I think that's the worst thing about my first trimester, was just you don't even know when you're going to feel better. You wake up in the morning, and from the moment you wake up, you feel terrible. The only thing you look forward to all day is going back to sleep, because that's the only way you can stave off this nausea, this sickness. Even after you barf, you don't feel better. It's the same. It's awful. It's bad. It's just bad. It's bad. You're constantly sick every day, every minute of the day. I got dizzy just looking at my cell phone. So now I'm bored and sick constantly all the time. So trimester 1, hands down, easy answer, the worst phase of this whole pregnancy experience. by far. Even worse than my labor. Absolutely. I do the labor a million times over compared to trimester 1. I would not touch trimester 1 with a 10-foot pole. I would not. Trimester 1 sucks. But yeah, those are my 4 prominent things that stood out to me during trimester 1. Hopefully I already know. Trimester 2, I had a much more positive experience, but I'll talk about that in the next video. In the meantime, thank you for listening to me complain about my first trimester of pregnancy. Please hit the like button, subscribe down below. I'll see you guys in the next video.